another thing that, a clue that Elizabeth and I were supposed to work together was that we both did Stargate work. And I don't know if you know many people who do Stargate work, but it's kind of unusual. So I have the Shasta Stargate, and Elizabeth has the Avalon Stargate. And oddly enough, these two Stargates fit together. And when I went through Stargate facilitator training, I purchased the URL Stargate Connection. This is in 2014, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I just thought it would connect people from around the world to a different facilitators. But as it turns out, it was literal that Stargates were supposed to connect, and that we are bringing together different philosophies and
just blending. It feels like the
right.
blending,
right.
Blending the energies of the Stargates. This 12-pointed Stargate that I've been working with is a representative of like the round table, the Avalon round table, which is also the 12 disciples and the 12 tribes of Israel and the 12 around the one that is so you know known throughout our world.
So we're following up with work that was done over the weekend. There was a 40-day event by the Stargate Experience, and this is an organization that operates out of Mount Shasta, and they put on an event. We were supposed to be in Slovenia right now, frankly, that we were told that this very helpful energy was going to be coming down from the stars to help us in the transformation of the planet. And because we could not travel, then actually it turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because they broadcast an event from Mount Shasta, and over 12,000 people from around the world were involved in this energy transfer that we put out into the morphic field of the planet, consciously creating or planting seeds for the conscious creation of a more loving, inclusive planet. So this is available by replay if you'd like to go to the Stargate Experience Academy.com and just look for Emergence. The title was Emergence: Accelerate Your Awakening, Elevate the Trajectory of Humanity. And it was free for the 4 days, and the recordings are free, of course. And we believe that in the quantum field, which is where we work from, then there is no time or space. So even if you do it now, if you listen to replays now, it's the same as if you were doing it live. So you might want to check that out. And then Elizabeth works with an Arcturian. She's been guided by an Arcturian for many years, and she's begun to channel this this very, very wise being, very wise, loving being. And so, Elizabeth, do you want to share a little bit about your experience?
I became very aware of the Arcturians when I lived in Hawaii and saw a ship and knew that it was the Arcturians. That was back in 1995. But it wasn't until I came back to Sedona, Arizona, and opened a crystal shop with a friend back in 2005 that a woman came in for a reading an astrology reading, and I saw all these star alignments. And I said, I don't often bring up star seeds or people that have such strong star connections, but I kept on seeing these Arcturian. And she said, oh, that's why I'm came to Sedona. I'm going to meet with David Miller, who work channels the Arcturians and has written books. She said a book fell off the shelf in a bookstore a month before, and it was called Connecting with the Arcturians by David Miller. And he has the group of 40.com is a meditation group for planetary healing and working with biorelativity and working with these wonderful techniques for ascension, for clearing, for protection, for raising the vibration. And I received so much from it. And it was in 2017 that one of the Arcturians that David channels, called Helioa, came through and asked that I open to channeling, which I had never really thought I would be doing. But I agreed. And it was about 6 months after Helioa would come through, who is like my teacher guide from Arcturus, that I experienced a being, an Arcturian being, who told me that she was an aspect of myself and gave me her name as Aloha. And one of the reasons that I feel that Linda and I are called to do this, because she has asked that I allow the channeling to come through, for the Arcturians are dedicated to assisting humanity in personal and planetary healing, especially at this time, because their race had gone through a long time ago a third dimensional and have evolved out of that and are helping us and working with the Stargate. So I'm saying yes, because I feel this is our time, that all of us are being asked to share our gifts or whatever it is that we have to help in this important transformational time. And it really is all coming from love, because love is the greatest power, the greatest healer. And that quantum morphic field is where we come together as one. That is where we are truly one. So I'm looking forward to allowing an opening to Aloha, and other collectives and guides have come through. Merlin in his Saint Germain aspect. So I've just said yes. Again, it wasn't anything I had ever planned to do, but both Linda and I are both saying yes, because we've been more shy in the background. And that's why doing it together, I feel like we have a really good time doing this. So we hope that all of you enjoy a positive perspective on this time that is also very challenging on our planet.